Previously on Euro Truck Simulator 2.
Oh god. I'm not ready for this. Come on. Am I going to hit it? I'm not, but I need to drive more towards that lamppost to not. Rain's stopping at least. There we go. I'm not hitting it. Oh yeah, how lucky am I with that? That is beautiful. Actually, that's the shot for the video. Look at that. Look at that. That is some driving going on. Oh my god, look at the road ahead, back at the back there. Hello and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. We're not really on a mission to do anything at the moment. Well, we sort of are. We're spending our time in the Scandinavian countries. We're in. Are we in Sweden still? Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know where the border is actually. Are we Sweden? Gothenburg? Where are we? Copenhagen. I don't think we're in Sweden anymore. Don't think we're in Kansas anymore. But anyway, we've been enjoying ourselves in these little. Oh, I want to go up there. Look, that's fairly northern. We're only really beaten by this place over here in Helsinki, which is obviously Finland, isn't it? So yeah, that's the only one we kind of. Yay. So this is Sweden up here as well. Actually, I'm surprised we aren't going further than that. Yeah, that is Sweden. I don't know whether we're in Denmark, though. I think we're in Denmark with Copenhagen, aren't we? I think we've crossed the waters. So yes, we're in Denmark. How did I not go to Trelleborg, though? Malmo and Trelleborg, both there. Never went to either of them. Literally right next to me. I don't even know what that is, by the way. We've got something here as well. Look, we've got a little thing here that we need to visit. So we need to visit that. Anyway, we need to find a job. So let's find a job that takes us around these Scandinavian countries. I'm just waffling. I'm waffling here at the moment. Let's have a little push the button from Copenhagen. See what we got. Right. Okay. So I ditched the trailer, the lovely tanker. Somebody called it thermos flasks. I think it was Thermos? I don't know. I get the kind of in the UK we think of thermos flasks. We think of old men with the cups on the top of it and tartan round the outsides of it and metal boxes. You got to see it to believe it. Have a little look for tartan thermoses, and you'll see what I mean. So you've got those are the kind of things we've got. Wow. Do you know I was just talking about going up that way, wasn't I? Because that's taking me somewhere I haven't been before. I'm in the mood for a drive. There's a bit by ferry. There's 611 kilometres. Yeah, I think we'll give that a go. Potted flowers, 5 tons of potted flowers, but it's going to be an articulated lorry. Look at this. Fragile. Standard delivery and articulated. I think we can do this in an episode because we've got most of it's by sea. So let's take that one. I don't know where it comes from, but it's from Copenhagen. Yeah, it's Denmark. Look, DK Denmark, and we go up to Norway there. Look, Sweden. It's just the water is the kind of the edge of it, isn't it? Because you got Finland up there. And it shares an 800-mile boundary with Russia. It's a big boundary, that one. But anyway, so potted flowers sounds good. I like these ones which are articulated. I do like these articulated runs. They're quite good fun actually. Anyway, how's your week been? Have you had a good week? Have you been busy? Have you done anything exciting? Personally, not done an awful lot really. I'm off at the moment which is good, which is always good. Nothing wrong with being off. So I'm off at the moment, and I'm just relaxing. Kids are on half term. I've only got one that's left at mainstream school. So the other one does get time off because she's at sort of at a secondary sort of not secondary education. What do you call it when they're after secondary education, further education. That's the words I'm looking for. So she's in the further education. So she's got courses that she goes on for. But she gets obviously the same times off as the schools does. It seems that in my area they set lightning and everything, thunder and lightning, very very frightening. Mamma mia, mamma mia. Beelzebub. No. So yeah, she's. I'm so tempted to drive on by this thing in front of us and see what it is while we're at it. While we're under the lights in another rainy day. There we go. Let's find out what's going on here. Let's see what this is while we're here. And I'll just turn around once we get around there. Oh, just goes around the block. What we got? Recruitment agency. Oh, fair enough. Unlock them as we go. I mean, you know something? The one thing about this game is it's going to take me a long time, I think, to complete the sort of, I guess, every mission that's in it. It's one of those things, isn't it? It's going to take an awful long time. I turned off my lights as well. I was driving along with no lights. I was a very bad boy. Just realised that. Oh, he's going to let me go. Thank you. Oh, lightning. There we go. Lightning. Yeah, so a little bit of time off. So not an awful lot going on really in the sense of things. I'm just trying to catch up. I did intend to spend today that I'm doing this on doing sort of a catch up little short, you know, the 10-15 minute videos that I do. Sort of the ones that I do on that release on the Saturdays that you probably don't watch. If you're watching Euro Truck Simulator, you don't normally watch those ones as well. But if you did watch everything that I produced, which doesn't really happen because I've got a split audience, we've often discussed this. But I've got those people who have watched my retro stuff and those people who watch me driving trucks, which is quite good fun, realistically, quite good fun. I'm gonna have a quick drink of coffee. I've got a Whisper mug today. Now there's a story that goes with the Whisper mug. Hang on. Oh, that's good. That's so good. I love coffee. Yeah. So Whisper mug. I remember the Whisper bar, chocolate bar by Cadbury's. Yes, Cadbury's. I had to check for a second there. I actually looked at the mug. Whisper bar by Cadbury's. I remember them in the I think late 80s, early 90s, thank you. Late 80s, early 90s, and they disappeared. They had a good 20 years, I think, when they disappeared and they didn't make them anymore. And I used to love Whisper bars. I was a massive fan of them. I was there when they were first sort of... Oh, God, that nearly went over. Massive for a fan of the Whisper bar. Lovely chocolate, sort of velvety on the inside. We're not talking aero type chocolate here. We're talking a softer, more sort of creamy chocolate when you bit into it. And I think that's the reason why they actually got rid of it. I think first off, it didn't sell as well as they hoped it would. I don't know whether they were trying to compete with the aero, but I think that also that they kind of, I don't know, there's something happened anyway that meant that it didn't get the love it needed. I'm going to turn left. I'm going to come over. I'm checking my mirrors, by the way, just there, just checking what's going on. And we'll go round here. We've got 3 kilometers to go. So if you look down the bottom right hand corner, we've got the oh bums. Oh God, went right over. What was it doing? Completely lost control there. Anyway, at bottom right hand corner we've got the GPS, and that tells us how fast we're going. We've got 54 kilometers an hour speeding. Automatic 10 is our gear, the gears go across the top. Then you've got the little truck which has got the orange wheel, slightly orange wheel, that's damaged the truck thus far. Then you've got the diesel, which is quite low actually, it's about half a tank left on there. Followed by the bed, which slowly goes blue, then finally goes red, and then I cry a lot. Thankfully, as we go along here, you'll see the envelope, which is sadly underused, really only used when you first start a game for the first time. And then, where's that car gone? Must have turned off. Oh no, it's two sides of the road. Blimey heck, what are you doing? I thought it was on a dual carriageway for a minute there. Then you've got the envelope, sadly underused, really just used when you first start a game. When you're just getting into the game itself and you're starting off, this is the one that he uses. This was so wet. Horrible, horrendous rain. Then we've got the time, which is 4:42 a.m., which is quite nice because we're going to see.
This is where it ends.
Oh God, I couldn't stop for the water there. Yeah, I know, but I need to reverse. gonna go in here regardless. I'm gonna put my hazard lights on. There's some dodgy manoeuvres going on here. Let's get inside the vehicle. Oh. Oh, it's not happening. I wonder if I could mount the curb over here. I'm going to try and do a 3-point in the road. Let's go for it. Up the curb, on the grass, down the other side. Press turn the hazards off. We'll go in here. That was some dodgy manoeuvres there to begin with. Anyway, so 4:46 a.m. and then we've got our destination, which basically says 0. It's a little waypoint below. It says 4:46 a.m. 00. That's us to our destination. So that's us getting there. And thankfully, it is early in the morning, so we're going to drive into the day, hopefully. Into the day, looking at the mirror in the middle to make sure we're centred. That was some very bad manoeuvring from me. I was a very naughty boy. Very naughty boy. I was a naughty boy. Right, okay, got that one. Let's take that big one there. So the potted flowers, that one over there. So we'll do the rundown for the reversing in, because it's been a while actually. It made me laugh actually. Mark Middleton, who you'll find in the comments below, a nice chap. He's back trucking again, thankfully. I saw it on his Twitter. Nice to see him back on his Twitter. Said that I'd obviously got a lot better over time with this. He'd learnt back to some of my older videos, and that was awful. Anyway, in the middle of there, we've got a horseshoe-shaped thing, which is called a fifth wheel, and then you hit that against the little pin that hangs down from the bottom of there. Because I've got the advanced coupling on, you basically have to hit the two things together perfectly. I don't know why I always do that, by the way. It's got the wrong way to begin with. So we've got to bang those two things absolutely square on with each other. It's quite accurate, actually. I quite like it. It's quite a nice... Wow. One of those moments where you go, yeah, that's really good. That was some manoeuvring by me. Dug myself out of a hole there. Right, okay, let's press T to watch the trailer legs go up. So they go up, they wind up, and then ping, we get the thermo. It's a Turbo King. It's a frozen one. It's got a bit of temperature control going on, so that we'll come right out here before we turn, because I don't want this trailer smashing into there. But yeah, apparently I've improved massively over the original videos. However, if he does go and watch my bus driving one, where I haven't been on it for a while, you'll see that I've forgotten everything I've learned. I forgot to put the hazard lights on though, so Bobster, I do fail that way. Sorry about that. Bobster's told me that you've got to put your hazard lights on when you're driving out of places. He's right. And when you're reversing and things like that, you've got to have those things on, and I don't. I'm a bad boy. I'm a naughty boy who's not put his indicators on. So one of the first things you'll notice is the traffic density. It's a little lower than it used to be, but they did turn up the density in the game anyway, the developers, which was quite nice of them actually. They must have decided that. Upset the Volvo driver.
Go straight on.
Oh, that was close. Almost took out a sign. That was close. Right. Anyway, so down in the bottom right corner again, we're going to get in a 5:13 Tuesday. It's 756 kilometers. That includes the water crossing. So we're 12 hours and 18 minutes away. But again, remember, water crossing. So we'll just ease off here on the speed. Yeah, it's good this. But yeah, I'm quite pleased that I've actually improved. I would hope I'd have improved over time. I've been practicing a bit, you know. I've been learning how to drive. You've all been teaching me how to do it, which is even better. Kind of like that. Everybody who's watched me has taught me how to be a better driver in Euro Truck Simulator. It's nothing to do. It's not just me. It's everybody who's been involved in sort of telling me about changing traffic density, which again is down in the bottom in the corners, in the comments. Sorry, not in the corners. The corners of the corners of the video. It's in the corners of the video. But yeah, it's down there in the bottom in the description. Looking in the mirrors, looking left and right in the mirrors. Yes, I still don't quite get it right, but I'm getting a lot better at sort of looking over and checking that I'm far enough over and that I'm going to turn round here and then take this trailer right round like that. Yes. Very nice. Apart from the dodgy bit of manoeuvring at the beginning there, a couple of dodgy bits of manoeuvring actually where I overshot the traffic lights and then overshot again, and then turned in badly. I think it was the rain put me off. That's what it was. I'm going to blame the rain. Any excuse really. Any excuse. Look at those are dials there on the screen. You know, turn good old fashioned dials. Nothing wrong with a good fashioned dial.
Turn right.
Just clunking those round. I remember those kind of things. Clunking those dials round. It was some fantastic stuff. So 12 hours. Good, nice long journey actually. 611 kilometers by land. So there's a good chunk of it by sea. As we move into Norway, land of the fuel, all the fuel. Very much a fuel country, if they make sense. They make a lot of fossil fuels. Right, I'm going to come round now. Checking that mirror the whole time. Sugar. Apart from being the picture for the video, that was a naughty one. Look, I'm just gonna catch that, aren't I? I am gonna catch that. That's not gonna be good. Oh no! I'm over. Just come off the curb though. There's me pretending I'm a good driver when I'm not really. I'm a rubbish driver. I should someday I should get round to doing a compilation. It's never gonna happen though until I retire or something like that. I'm not quite ready for retirement yet, unfortunately. Got a number of years to go. Far too many. Far too many.
Turn right.
I don't even know if we're allowed to retire nowadays either, though. That's the other thing, isn't it? Can we afford the retirement? I'm literally giving myself as much space as possible here. That's a very depressing thought, isn't it? About wondering about retirement. There's another picture for my video. There we go, another one. Look at that. Anyway, let's. I'm going to keep coming towards this sign, I think. Yeah, I think I'm through. I don't think there's anything touching. I'm just on the grass, look. Just on the grass. It's quite good, that. I'm quite impressed with myself with that one. I am. I'm quite impressed with myself with that one. I did alright. I think a nice view there. Yes, I know. I'm going. We're just wasting time looking at it. I do need to get some diesel, actually. That's a good point. There's diesel right in front of me, look. It's not lucky this week. It's just we're just getting diesel. So, straight down here. Onto the main road, then quickly off to get some diesel. Nothing in the mirrors. All good. Charge on down the road. I'm going to pop in here and get some diesel. Using the width of it all. That's going to be interesting. Now, thankfully, there's no pumps to drive through. It's just a case of taking it nice and wide. Yeah, we're all good. There we go. Engine off. Let's fill her up. €2.11 for a litre. I don't know how many litres are at a gallon. I'm sure it's like 3.5 or something like that. It's ridiculous, really. Anyway, €1,000, 1,100 euros just to do that. Brilliant. Right, okay, on we go. Filled up anyway, so that should give us plenty of range with this machine. There we go. As we pass through this, we're going to go right through Sweden, right through to the north of Sweden. We're getting more and more northern as we go along. I hate them bits where they join on. Just checking out the window there. That car has not hit me, thankfully. I think that was a police car actually as well. I've just kind of cut off. Let's look at the side road there. Look.
Go straight on.
I'm obsessed by these side roads. I've only ever found one, and that was in American Truck Simulator. It was like the most sedate little side road ever. It basically allowed us to turn around on a very weird sort of. The roads sort of split round an island. So left lane went one way round the island, and right lane went round the other side of the island. I think that's the best way of describing it. So, and there was a little cut through that allowed me to. You still there? Allowed me to cut through between the areas, which I didn't expect, but it was a little, as I say, little cut through that allowed us to cut between the two things, and that was it. That was the entire. I actually went. I mean, I was so excited. I went back and actually drove through that shortcut, if you remember, if you saw that video. But then at the same time, it's like really, is this the entire cut through? Is this the entire? Look at all the wheels when they're all together. It's like all them wheels on the trailers, like 6 wheels. It's like so many wheels. Actually, let's try and work that out for a second there. So we've got 6 on there, 6 on the other one. So that's 12 plus mine, plus my 4 set, my set of 4. 16 wheels, my god, that's why they get these 18 wheel things from me, don't they? This is actually 16 wheels. Wow. Which one's the automatic teller? This one that are all going through here. I think I could have gone through that one. Oh god, I could have done. Yep, go through this one. Just auto drive through it. Auto pass, yes, I've got an auto pass. Why the heck would I want to go through there with everybody else when I can auto pass through onto this beautiful big bridge? I'm going to stay here in this lane and hope nobody hits me. No bus hitting me, nobody hitting me. Nobody hit me, please. As I ascend the bridge. Oh, there's a crosswind, look. There's some offshore wind turbines generating some heat, electricity. No, they could be generating heat, I suppose. That electricity could be getting turned into heat. This is a fully bit of ocean, isn't it? I know it's just, oh look, there's a photo op there on down there in the GPS. There's a little photograph thing. If you go into photo mode, basically you can get a lovely photo op of this particular section. Is what they're saying. I think the truck in front of me is the thing that's stalling us all here. Don't really want to apply the brakes, not on a slope like this. It's going to go into that island now, isn't it? As well, I can tell. We're going to go into that island, aren't we? No, we're not. We're going to go over that little island with the lighthouse on it. Wow. That's amazing. I like that. I think I'd like to go to Sweden. Yeah, I think Sweden would be a nice place to go. I think that would be good. Okay. Oh, railway track beside us as well. Everything's coming up along here. There's a boat. Look, there's a boat over there. Is that a boat with sails? Is that a sailing one? Yeah, it is. Look, it's a boat with sails. Wow. This is a lot of water. I don't think I'd like to drive over this much water. I know people do that, and there's big sort of bridges that go over water. I mean, I drive over water in my own car on a usually on a daily basis when I'm at work. So it just, but it's 6 lanes going across it. It's not a motorway bridge. It's right in the city centre, but it goes over water. But I don't really think of it that much, really. I don't suppose. I suppose you would you, if you were driving over that? You wouldn't think much of it. And no trains though. Disappointed. I was hoping a train would pass me. Love a bit of train action. Are they thatched roofs? They can't be thatched roofs. Who the hell would have thatched roofs in Sweden? Can't imagine they're a thatched roof country. And I mean, I imagine we've discussed this, haven't we? Apparently, flat roofs are better. I can't remember why we said flat roofs were better. It was a comment from Hatman who studied architecture. So yeah, I remember that comment. I don't remember why though. I'm sure it's in one of the comments a number of videos back. But yeah, I never understood that one. I thought that water running off the roof would be a better thing than the water sort of settling on top of it. I guess it's a cost thing though, isn't it? I think I've gone through this before. I'm not even going to go there again. Just going to leave it at that. Nice and you know, sort of. It is what it is. So look at this. Did see an interesting roof though. Thinking of roofs, I'm total tangent now. By the way, off on the tangent. Saw an interesting roof. I can't remember what city it was in or town. It's a town in Scotland. Ah, that's what it was. It was a town in Scotland that used to be. I think it was previously some kind of community hall of some sort, and the way that the water ran off the roof, it would gather in the sort of the drainage sort of pipes and things like that, and oh god, what they're called? Oh, guttering. There's the word, guttering. So it would collect in the guttering, and then it would be fed all the way around to the front corner of the building. So you imagine there's a sort of a squarish building with one corner, and then this one corner had like a waterfall that poured off it into a pool below. So there was a pool that was not a swimming pool type thing, just a sort of a pond or a pool area, and basically that pool area then obviously had a drainage thing that came off it when it went off it. But basically, if it was raining, because it rained quite a lot in that town, you'd end up with this waterfall coming off the edge of the building in a way that was meant to be a waterfall, and I thought it's kind of interesting that you would actually attempt to use the water in some kind of I guess meaningful and decorative way. I suppose nowadays what you really need to do is it's another camera opportunity, by the way. Nowadays you'd probably put a turbine or something similar on it, so that you could. Oh wow, look at that! A turbine or something like that on it, so you could generate some electrical, something or other. If you got that much water, you might as well be generating something from it. It's almost my theory with these things. It just feels like it's such a waste of energy when you're not doing that kind of thing. Right. Where are we going to anyway? I can't even remember where we're going to. I know we're just going somewhere in Norway. We're just going to Norway. That's all we need to know. We just go to Norway. Most of the journey is in Sweden, driving all the way to the top of it, so that we can take a sort of ferry across to the place we're going to. Okay. And we're on. Boom. There we go. We're on the journey. So somebody mentioned in the comments, I can't remember whether it was Bobster, Mark Middleton, or whether it was Hatman, all my favourite regulars. Just my mates down the pub, you know. That's all they are. We just happen to drive trucks together. But anyway, I can't remember who mentioned it, but the next DLC, which I assume is out sometime this year. I don't know when they come out, actually. I don't know what the release schedule for them are. Do they give themselves a good 12 months to do them? I think they do, you know, while tarting up the game itself. But I think that the big release for that is, towards sort of September time, I guess. August, September? Not sure. Anyway, but the big release time for that for the Western Balkans. I'm not sure what the Western Balkans actually covers, to be honest with you. Be fair, I haven't really looked it up. I just know that from the chats with and the comments from yourselves, I've saw the adverts pop up a couple of times with from Euro Truck Simulator 2. They occasionally appear on my feeds on various things, but I'll be honest, I haven't looked into it. I'm not entirely sure where it is, but I did love the Balkans first time round when they did that. I think the Balkans are towards Turkey and where else is it? Bulgaria and other places. So Western Balkans, Western, is that like below it? Not sure where that means entirely, because it's West Balkans apparently. more toward, I guess, yeah, more towards Europe itself. So what's underneath them? It must be what's underneath them. That's going to be interesting, because I'm completely the wrong end of the bloody map at the moment with my little journey here. But and I'm quite looking forward. To another add-on at some point. I've had a quite good time actually. I've done Spain. We've been given a year's extra notice, haven't we? Realistically, because of course it's the tragic anniversary of the war in Ukraine. At this point, it's a year on. They didn't release the DLC for it as a result. You know, they had Entering Russia, didn't they? Which was their big DLC. So I've been given a year's grace here, unlike American Truck Simulator, where obviously I'm not as big into that one yet as I am this one. So I basically got a chance to clear off Spain before we moved on, because I think that was the last DLC they did, wasn't it? Was Spain, I think. So I've had a chance to clear that off as a kind of approach to it. No, I don't want to go across if you're going to not move. That was a good bump on the road. Threw myself over it. I don't really want. Yeah, that's it. He's eased off. Thank you. I'll pull on over. That's it. Don't want to be messing with the man with the articulated lorry. So the bed's slowly filling now anyway, but yeah, so we've been given a year's grace, haven't we, to kind of finish everything off. You don't normally get that kind of pause from DLC, do you? Oh, Whisper mug, time for some drink while we're doing the drink. Yes, it's Irish coffee today, because is that whiskey Irish coffee in it? No, I've not got whiskey in my coffee. It's just normal coffee. Oh, I'll tell you what though. That's a gone, but only 2 sups of the coffee. But I'll be honest, that was because I basically had a quick couple of sups from it before I started the whole thing. I was a bit thirsty. I was ready for my caffeine. My caffeination, as I'm caffeinated. I need to maintain my levels. I've moved over, but I think I'm regretting this now. He broke hard there. I'd love to see the grass cut. Just don't be a hay fever sufferer when that's been done, because that's obviously pollen everywhere when you go out doing that kind of thing. What I like about this game, it's like permanently summer. It's like permanently summer, and it's always even in the coldest of countries like it is now. I mean, I know the rain's there, but it's permanently summer. I really do think that I know there's mods out there to do it. They really should have done more weather. They should develop that as a package. You don't have to have it, but I really think that they should talk to the owner of the mods that allow you to have that, and just do seasonal stuff. You know, you could do it. I don't know how many days you play across the whole thing. You could do seasonal things. I've seen snow effects and things like that, and they're pretty awesome, to be honest with you. I'll be honest. They do look kind of cool. I can imagine that especially in somewhere like Sweden, Norway, and Denmark, that would be absolutely amazing driving through that kind of weather. Especially in a computerized truck where you don't actually have to experience the cold and wet for yourself. Oh, absolutely brilliant. Okay. Just slowly trundling my way through. More grass cut on the side of the road, or at least the field has been turned over. Oh, lovely. 7 hours and 35 minutes to our destination. I don't know how far we are away from the actual ferry. There will be a ferry soon, I would think. There we go. I do find that a bit unnerving when it goes through something and it goes bleh. Bang my head there, by the way. You know, we noticed the camera got banged on there. If you had a drone following it or something similar. I'm cool. Drones cool. I'm mighty impressed with drones. I love drone footage. I think it can be really cool. But there's drones everywhere nowadays. Everybody's got a drone, don't they? Everybody's filming something. Oh
Go
God!
straight on.
Just stay here. Do not push past the. Do not pull in yet. The bus is right beside me. Right beside me. He's moved over. That truck's just finally turned off after a long journey with it in front of us. I know that means the two motorways merging there, but it looks a bit like the Atari sign. It's just missing a little splash in the centre for the Atari logo. I think I'd say that every time I went. If that's a real logo in the little yellow light on my dashboard. By the way, that's the retarder kicking in and slowing my engine down slightly. Yeah, if I was in Sweden, I would say that every time I saw it, but like a little joke. Martin P has just made 2,982 euros. Good lad. I think my drivers are better now that we got rid of that trailer that I made a mess with. There was a little trailer, wasn't there, with that I was using, and I got rid of that. I can't remember who said to get rid of that, but I got rid of that little trailer, and it's going to maximise my income realistically. Not that I need to worry about my income. 8.5 million euros is enough to buy anything I really want now within the game. No tax bill, of course. None at all, because they can't catch me. I'm busy. I'm heading across Sweden right now. Going to track me down first. Going to find me. Going to put out an APB on me. All points bulletin, or as it would be Interpol, wouldn't it? We'll get Interpol to find me, to find my tax, to pay my tax bill. Please don't pull out, Tony. Please don't pull out. Please don't pull out. Please don't pull out. Good. Atari sign. I guess there's 21 kilometres away places where we're going to that's going to take us to across the water. We are 6 hours and 36 minutes away game time wise, but that includes the trip across the water. 4,214 for William H. Well done, William. Beautiful. Scenery is fantastic in this game. Really, really good. I think there's a vividness to it as well, isn't there? There's a brightness to the colouring that's just really, really nice. That's a sharpness that you need. I know that you could. Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is, do you remember the 2000s or the mid 2000s when your Xbox 360 came out and your other things, and they turned into this. There was this a nature of everything. Everything was gunmetal grey. Do you remember? Everything was gunmetal grey. The biggest hits were gunmetal grey. We're talking about things like Gears of War, gunmetal grey. You know, even Halo, and he was green, was sort of gunmetal coloured. You know, even Dead Space, which has been remade recently, apparently well as well, which makes it even worse because I don't buy EA games. But and I was a big fan of it back in the day, and I actually finished it. But yeah, these they were all gunmetal colours. Somebody pointed out something, and it wasn't me, so I'm not going to take credit for it. I don't know who was. Somebody pointed out though, you're making a planet-cracking ship. This is Dead Space. Making a planet-cracking ship. You're making a ship that's going to fly through space, and it's going to house its workforce. And oh yeah, that's yeah, nice. Blooming, oh god. You're gonna house your workforce in it. Just missed that there. House your workforce in this gigantic planet cracking ship, and instead of making it homely and nice, you just make it out of gunmetal grey. I mean, seriously, if you're gonna get spooky, that's what you're gonna get, aren't you? When the whole ship's like, you know, just totally on. You know, at least if you think about the Star Treks of the world, or even you know, at least they were sort of a little bit more homely as ships. They were designed for people to spend time on, you know, and live on, and they had proper quarters and living areas and all this kind of stuff. But no, not the Ishimura. The Ishimura, just gunmetal grey, beautiful. Everything. Quarters the lot. Horrible. Yeah, you know it's not good. Look at this. Look at that for a beach.
Turn left.
But it's in Sweden, so it's probably freezing. I was going to say it's probably full of nudists as well, because it is Sweden. They are a very unclothed nation. I suppose it's something to do with the cold and the temperature and all this kind of stuff. I can imagine that's quite good fun, though. I don't think I've ever done the whole, freezing cold swim stuff. I can imagine that's quite nice, though. Right, check-in. There, cargo. The green one in front of me is where I'm going. And this is our little journey across the sea now. 125 kilometres, so a little bit of journey to do when we get there. And watching that. Possible destinations, yep. Why have I turned the engine off? I don't know why. Turned the engine off, I just needed to choose my destination. So I want to go to... I'm trying to get to here, aren't I? So why can't I just go there? Because that's where it's actually going to take me. Well, why can't I just go there? Let's do that. Is it quicker by land, maybe, is what they're saying. Suggesting. Am I running out of time now? I don't think I'm running out of time. If I press F6. Next stop in 11 hours. That's cool to know. I've got to be there between 1 and... I'll just drive out of here. I'll disengage the handbrake. Oh, look, aeroplane. I'm going to be there at... Oh, I'm going to be late. I'm going to be there Tuesday. Oh, no, just need to be there by Wednesday. My God, I'm well and truly early. Oh, wrong one. I'm going to have to mark these keys up sometime. I really am. Right. Exit's that way. So I don't need to get in until Tuesday. So I had a long leisurely cruise there. You know, nice sleep if I wanted. In fact, to be fair, you probably sleep most of that. I'll be honest. I think you probably would sleep most of that. Nice long leisurely cruise to the location, and I'm only 1 kilometre away from where I need to be. I've literally bypassed half the blooming drive here without any hassle at all. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Isn't he getting clever? Who's a clever boy? I'm a clever boy. Look at that. I'm a clever boy. F3. F3. There we go. I'm a clever boy. Who's a clever boy? Who's a clever boy? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I've just bypassed half the blooming mission by driving out here. Well, my destination's right there. Hang on. Have I missed it? Did I just... Hang on, have I just driven past it like an idiot? I think I have, you know. Hang on. Where is it? It's there! It's over there! There's the way in there! There's the way right in front of me, look. They're right there. How am I going to get in there, though? Is it going to be a wide journey? Let's just... Don't know. Stay there, truck. Yes. F. Let's give them all a warning about what I'm doing. Up the curb a little bit there. Bumpity bump, bumpity bump. No. Oh, he's a clever boy. Oh, I'm a clever boy. Who's a clever boy? I'm a clever boy. I'm a clever boy today. I am a very clever boy. I'm very proud of myself. A bit too proud, I think. Little bit up the curb. We can still make it. Yeah, we can make it. We've got it. Oh, I'm such a clever boy. Where's the thing that tells me where to park? Do I just need to go park there? There's the parking thing there. Look. Do I just park it? I haven't even found the sign that tells me where I need to park. Just park. I could have come out. Oh my god! I've driven all the way around. I could have come out there. Look. Look. I could have come out there and I drove all the way around the block for no reason what's. Can't take me anywhere. Okay, who spotted that? We do need to drive into this town though after I've done this. Yeah, I know. Nice tight turn on that one. Watching the lines on the top there through the first one, and we're there. It's pouring with rain. It's lightning and it's coming down like it did before. The legs go down. We get disconnected. We did excellent results. That was brilliant. It took 16 hours because I took a long route via the ferry wise. But I've just leveled up again there. I'm still elite because that's all you can get for the moment, I think. I don't think there's anything else. Sightseeing. Oh. Sightseer. I don't know what the 27th sightseeings is, but that's clearly where I am. I've just knocked off another place or something similar. I don't know. Right, let's have a little look at this world map and see if I can find somewhere to stay. There's the place. I think I've knocked that off the list now. Let's go here because that's clearly a lovely place to stay.
Okay,
It's another place off the list. I pressed the map button. Is it already off the list? Was it already off the list? It was already scored off. Maybe I just did it there. I didn't realise. It's Bergen. I'm gonna go with Bergen. It's Bergen. Right. Okay. Let's get out of here. I'm a man on a mission. I can't believe I just did that. By the way, I drove all the way around there. Should be able to get out of here though. Some dodgy manoeuvres going on. I don't think I'm meant to go out this gate. Doesn't matter. I'm going out of it anyway.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
I will. Oof, God. Didn't see that car. Well, I did, but it was a bit late. It doesn't have to take... I tell you what, there's water on the road. Doesn't have to make you slide around a lot. It really does. It's terrible sliding around. Look at this. There you go. There's a road traffic in its nature going for it. That was a bit of a cheat, wasn't it? There it was, pretending to do a good journey. Dipped lights. Look, dipped lights. City limits 50. Don't do 80 kilometers an hour. Look at that weather. That's horrendous, isn't it? Some proper precipitation going on there. It's got a hell of a tank on this thing, by the way. Did all those miles and barely ate into that tank. It's not like the Lone Star in American Truck Simulator. That's just got. Whoa! That's got fuel. That just drinks fuel. I did change the chassis last week, so it's actually It's a bigger chassis with more fuel. In fact, I increased the number of litres or the number of gallons by 100. So that's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. It was nice to get a cab though. I got a sleeper cab finally. I have loved this truck, by the way. It's really I've said this before about this truck. That I think it's very, it's. I love the spoiler, by the way. I do love that spoiler. It looked good actually. I do think it's of trucks. It's like the toy version of one because it's just the simplest of inputs, the simplest of controls. Even the changing gear is on the dashboard there. There's obviously there's cruise control on the. If you look at the on the steering wheel. If you look at the steering wheel, you've got the cruise control on the left there with obviously the plus and minus speed. You've got the I guess reverse and automatic on the other side for the whole thing. I think. Don't see the gears anywhere else. I think they're on the steering wheel. Yeah, there's no buttons elsewhere. So definitely on the steering wheel. A CD player. That's pretty retro nowadays, isn't it? Mind you, to be fair, I do think it's a bit unfair not to give people the facilities to go. I am utterly amazed though that they don't come with. Mind you, you don't need a telly nowadays. You got your mobile phone, don't you? You'd think maybe Wi-Fi possibly built in by default with a SIM card nowadays. It's possible. You can imagine that being a thing. I like the little portal on the top there to open up for the light. But I just like that. I like that the. Do you know something? I never fitted any kit in this either. I was meaning to do that because there's obviously the curtains to close for night. But yeah, you know. It's a lovely truck. It's so dark in this now with the rain coming down. Horrible. Just trundling along slowly, letting them all go around the roundabout here. Finally getting up to it.
Take the second exit.
I will take the second exit. Come on. If I go quick, I can get across. Yes.
Exit now.
I am going to exit now. I'm going to get my foot down as well. Just speed up a little bit. Get a little bit of speed going. But I think this has got a very simplistic dash. I kind of like it a lot. In fact, I've driven it quite a lot recently because I've enjoyed driving it. I mean, it's been a truck I've enjoyed driving. Thank you. I never really know the rules with that. Am I meant to come to a halt? Am I meant to come to a halt here? Because they're just pulling out regardless. Look. So we're coming up to the town itself. Stavanger? Stavanger? Vanger. Stavanger, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, we're coming to the town itself. We'll pull in here. We'll get ourselves slept for the night, and then in the morning we'll find ourselves another beautiful cargo. But that's for another episode. That's for another day. Actually, to be fair, what we'll do is I'll remember to go to the garage up there and find myself some little trinkets to put on the vehicle itself. Stop! Jesus. Braking on this with the weight of it and the weather. Nordic Crown, that's where we're going. Are we? No, we're not going. We've got the hotel over the road. I want to go to Nordic Crown. No, it's a place. It's a business place. Here's our hotel.
You have arrived at your destination.
I have.
Guidance is now finished.
Your route guidance is now finished, says Doug. Do you know I changed that back from the random foreign language because somebody made a comment that they didn't like it very much, and I thought, well, you know, I'll be fair. I'll change it. And then they never came back to the channel after I changed it. It was like they wanted me to get rid of that voice, and then they didn't want to come and watch it again. It was a bit bizarre. Anyway, let's push the button. Let's sleep for the night. We'll have a little look at it in the morning. There we go. 7 a.m. It's still pouring with rain. Brilliant. Just what we need. But we will pop to that. That's a hotel type that we've been to before. It's quite nice. I can tell. Pouring with rain. It will have been a lovely night's sleep over. To be fair, I probably would have taken a room for a night in the hotel for a change. I think it would be nice to do that. Anyway, I've been your host, Real Genetic Demon. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye now.